He's got the toys. He's got showmanship. And he's got sex appeal. Ladies and gentlemen, from the great Southwest, here's the guru of gadgets, the dapper and dashing Don Baine, the Gadget Professor. Gadget Professor.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Gadget Professor. My name is Don Baine, and of course, I am the Gadget Professor. It is November 14th, and we are on show 131. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is great to be back, coming to you live from our studio in Scottsdale, Arizona. The reason I haven't been in the studio, quite frankly, is we had a flood. The studio is pretty much brand new, and I think early last week we had a sprinkler pipe break and flooded out the studio. Fortunately, there wasn't a lot of damage, but it was a little messy here, so I decided to do the other Gadget Professor last week out of my home, and we're working in an area that is clean and not dripping water. The water's all gone, but it was quite a mess and not fun. But anyway, here we are live, episode 131. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. As I say all the time, we are heard in 166 countries around the world. I very much appreciate your viewership. If you're new to the Gadget Professor, welcome. I'm glad you're on board. Every Thursday evening, we come up with a brand new show. We talk a little bit about hardware, software, and usually I have some kind of a gadget. Sometimes it's a fun, useless gadget, but it's fun. And sometimes, hopefully, it's a very useful gadget that's not going to break the bank and will bring you and someone in your family some pleasure. So thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're old to the Gadget Professor, welcome back. I'm glad that you have chosen to watch us. You have a lot of choices out there. I'm glad you chose to watch the Gadget Professor. Now, if you're new, we'll make it real easy for you. The easiest way to get a hold of the Gadget Professor is go to my webpage, and that's at the Gadget Professor. Let's try it again. It's at gadgetprofessor.com, thegadgetprofessor.com, and you simply go to the webpage, thegadgetprofessor.com. You click on it, and if you scroll down a tad, you will see the actual video clip right there. If you just press on that, you can actually watch the Gadget Professor right on thegadgetprofessor.com. While you're on that page, you want to get our newsletter, and that would be right here. Just click the newsletter button. It's totally free. I don't sell your email addresses. I don't even know who's watching the show. I have so many email addresses, but essentially what happens is if you put your email in on this button where you click newsletter, every Thursday evening, as soon as the Gadget Professor is posted, a new episode, you will receive in your inbox all the show notes. And the reason you want the show notes, of course, is because we take everything that we talked about in each episode and we highlight it, and you just click it, and bam, it takes you right to that website. So you don't have to write down these things as you're listening to me talk about what's new and what's cool. So sign up for the show notes. It's free. It's fun. You can also, of course, follow me on my Facebook page, and that's just Facebook / The Gadget Professor. You might want to like me there, but again, as soon as the show is posted, we will announce that on my Facebook page, and you can also send me queries and things like that. And speaking of sending me things, truth be known, you can email me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at thegadgetprofessor@gmail.com, thegadgetprofessor@gmail.com. I answer all my email. Also, you can follow me on Twitter. We tweet about 100 times a day, and that's easy enough to do. You can just follow me at Gadget Professor. Twitter would be at Gadget Professor. Now, what we do with those tweets also, which I think is really cool, and everybody knows the Gadget Professor loves Rebel Mouse. This is our Rebel Mouse page, and essentially what this does is it takes all those tweets and puts a pictorial against them. So you can go to my Rebel Mouse page, which is rebelmouse.com / Gadget Professor. This will be in the show notes, and you get to see all the new stuff that's out, almost every gadget that's out there. As soon as it comes out, we will tweet it, and we'll also give you the full synopsis of that in a visual form, and that would be on my Rebel Mouse page. So check that Rebel Mouse page out. I actually look at the Rebel Mouse page several times a day because it changes frequently, and there's some really cool stuff. I just noticed here. How can you not notice? Sensora Fitness Bra will monitor your heart rate. You know, I don't need that, but it's kind of fun to look at that stuff. There's some also some very other interesting things, and it's all brand new. It's hot off the press. You won't see anything on here on my Rebel Mouse page that's old. So we have a lot of stuff to cover today. I mean, a lot of stuff. And let's just dig right into it. The first thing I'm going to talk about is an email that I got about a week ago from Douglas Snyder. Hey, dear Gadget Professor, I just bought this FixMeStick and I put it into the computer. Now, the thing is that I click on update, it takes a reading for a few minutes and then it quits. It tells me it will not work unless it's updated. So I tried 4 or 5 times to get it updated, but to no prevail. I have an Acer Aspire with a 9-in-1 card reader and DVD burner. The machine is a 2006 unit, and I know that it has more viruses than I can shake a stick at. No pun intended there. Why is this product not working for me? Well, I did write Douglas back, and essentially, Douglas, 2 things. One, the FixMeStick has a 1-year updating contract, if you will. So if you buy it on January 1st, for that entire year, it will automatically update. As a matter of fact, if you were one of the lucky folks that bought the FixMeStick a year and a half, actually 2 years ago, FixMeStick, just to be nice guys to the Gadget Professor, automatically updated your stick for an extra year, so you got 2 years out of that. So if you bought that on our code, on the Gadget Professor promo code page, that's gadgetprofessorpromo.com, that's also on our show notes, but if you bought it from us at that point in time, you got 2 years out of it. So if you didn't buy it and you bought it over a year ago, essentially what will happen is either your stick is not updating or you have something that's going on screwy with your machine. My suggestion to you would be call the FixMeStick people. They have a toll-free number. They have great tech service. They will walk you through it and hold you on the phone while they walk you through it. If something is wrong, which I doubt with the FixMeStick, they will replace it. Just mention that you heard about the FixMeStick on the Gadget Professor, and I guarantee you they will take care of you. If you have any problems, let me know, because they are great people there and they stand by their products 150%. And I have a couple FixMeSticks, a couple of my friends have them. They are, I wouldn't be without one. I love them, and someday we'll get them back in the program. Now, rolling right along in tech news, Amazon starts Sunday delivery with the U.S. Postal Service. Sunday delivery started this weekend in Los Angeles and New York metropolitan areas, and Amazon plans to expand it to a large portion of the United States population in 2014. I believe they're already doing it in the Phoenix area, which is where I am, and they have a massive distribution center here. And for me, it's very convenient, because if I order something on Amazon, I am an Amazon Prime member, and that works out real well for me. But if I order something like Monday before 1 o'clock in the afternoon, believe it or not, I get it overnight, because the distribution center is here. And I've said many times, Amazon is just an amazingly well-run company, particularly with delivery and particularly if you have any problems. So I, for one, am all for the Sunday delivery. I don't have a problem with that. I know some people get shook up when they want a day of rest and all that kind of stuff, and I respect that too, but I think it's great that they do Sunday deliveries, and I guess the precipitous for doing it this year was that you lost so many calendar days because of when Christmas actually falls. So by giving you Sunday delivery, it will expedite the packaging and your presents and all that stuff. So this article will be in the notes, and you can read it. Now, here's an interesting technological advancement. This has actually been around for a year. I've kind of been following it, but I'm going to try to run this now. This is a tattoo that will be put on you, and it's actually a very tiny microchip, and it's used to monitor all kinds of things. So I'm going to actually start this and blow this up, and let's see if we can see it.
This temporary tattoo contains a flexible electronic circuit.
So there's the chip. It's embedded in the tattoo.
The hidden chip could be used to monitor your heartbeat or your brain activity. Here, the tattoo is deformed, but the device still stays in place. Electronic forces help it stick to skin, and it can stay put for up to 2 days. The circuit can also easily be removed. It could revolutionize the way patients are monitored in clinics and at home.
So that is actually here and running and working. I have also found out that they actually have these chips now that are so sensitive that they could put it right there or right there, and it will actually act as a lie detector test. And from what I understand, the chips are so sensitive, and they have developed a logarithm that precisely detects when you're not telling the truth, and it's interesting technology. Let's just leave it at that, but we're there. Here's another cool product. This is very cool, very ingenious, and this comes to us from the folks at Ray-Ban. It's called the Ray-Ban Shama Shade. So again, I will start this, and this is self-explanatory, but I think it's a really cool idea. Here we go.
Ray-Ban wanted people to get more out of their sunglasses, so they looked at one undeniable truth. There's nothing cooler than a pair of Ray-Bans on a sunny day.
So right
The
there
only
on
problem,
side, you can see
once
that
the sun
there's
is
a
gone,
solar
the
panel.
shades come off. That's why Ray-Ban has created
Right there,
Shama
solar
Shades,
panels on the
sunglasses that use built-in solar panels to soak up the sun's energy
And that
while you're out
actually charges
enjoying
a little battery
it. Later,
inside that
you can use that stored energy to charge your iPhone
part of the
5,
glass holder,
which is
the
always
glasses.
dying after
And there you
a
go,
long
you
day.
take it apart and you got the battery there and you're recharging your phone.
Now, your Ray-Bans can make sure a great day turns into a great night. Ray-Ban Shama Shades. Turn cool into energy.
Shama Shade. So there you go. I haven't tried them out. I don't own a pair, but I thought it was great use of technology. It's almost a no-brainer to put your solar pack, if you will, the collector on the side here, and then pull it apart. Now, I don't know how much of a charge it gives you. I don't know what they cost. I didn't find that out, but kind of an interesting gadget, if you will. Here's some interesting software put out by our good friends at Google. Totally free, and you may not be aware of this. It's Google, but if you go Google/flights, you can actually find out the cheapest price, supposedly in the country or in the world, to get wherever you want to do. And right here, if you look at it, it shows the postings of different places from where you put in you want to go to where you want to end up. But all you do is essentially, right here I'm in Phoenix, so it automatically knew that I was in Phoenix. So if I wanted to go from Phoenix to Las Vegas, and I click here, here's all the flights that are available and what they cost and the non-stops and the whole bit. Now, oddly enough, Southwest, I know, is the cheapest flight from Phoenix to Vegas, and I know that they have them every hour. And you'll see here that it's unknown. They don't put the price, but if you click on the website, it will automatically take you to that. And if you click it again, it will automatically book the flight and take you to the particular airline that you chose. So this is a great, very, very fast, convenient way to find out at least the availability of flights and also the cost of flights. The only thing is Southwest, there may be some other lines that don't participate in this functionality, but if you just click on Southwest, it will take you directly to their homepage, and it will show you what the price is. So it's a very cool tool, and you should give it a try. Now, rolling right along here, I had another email this week. Actually, several people took advantage of that Tiger Direct deal. We'll get back to that in a minute for the Samsung soundbar, and I'm loving my soundbar. I really like it. So actually, a couple people emailed me and said they bought the soundbar and they want to use Bluetooth to send the Bluetooth from their computer, from their desktop computer, to the soundbar. How do they do it? There's no Bluetooth compatibility inside the computer. Well, you can make any computer, any desktop computer, or any computer, laptop, whatever, if it's not Bluetooth, you can make it Bluetooth. All you have to do is buy a Bluetooth adapter, and there's various ones. I use this Kensington one. It's $17 at Newegg, and essentially it's just a USB stick, very, very tiny. You just plug it in an empty USB port. It automatically installs the software, and now you are running USB, essentially Bluetooth. And the software comes up and it will see what's available for the Bluetooth, such as the Samsung or headsets or whatever you have that's Bluetooth. And you just click the button, it will pair up, and away you go. So very simple device, very inexpensive. You can buy them anywhere. They on sale, they're $10. This one happens to be $17. I'm just showing you this one because I like it and I know it works. So check that out. The other thing that I'm going to tell you right now, if you go to hook up any type of speaker system that's Bluetooth and you're using one of these chips, I hate to do this because I'm not prepared to, but I'm going to try to do it anyway. You're going to have to go to the control panel. You're going to have to go to sound. Where the hell's sound here? Here we go, sound. And right now, I don't have the Bluetooth plugged in, but here you'll see speakers, and here you'll see line 1. If you put that Bluetooth USB stick into your computer, again, laptop or desktop, you will see Bluetooth show up here under the sound playback. You need to click that, or your device won't par, you won't even know it's there. So please keep that in mind. Anytime you're using Bluetooth, you've got to direct the sound output on your machine that there's a Bluetooth there. It won't do it automatically for you, so keep that in mind, and that's probably more information than you wanted to know. Coming up, folks, is Black Friday, and the Gadget Professor years ago used to get juiced up and check all the ads Wednesday after my beautiful Thanksgiving meal and just check and take a red magic maca, as they would say back in Boston, a maca, and I would circle what I thought was cool, and off we went. Well, I did that for many years, and then finally when we moved out here to Arizona quasi-permanently, I went to Fry Electronics one day, Black Friday, I'll never forget it, and I had my list, and we got there pretty early. I think it opened up at 7. I got there like at 10 after 7. Parking lot was full, and I'm walking around. I had my list, and God bless my wife. She's a good sport. She actually goes with me. She knows where the stuff is better than I do at Fry Electronics, and those stores are like Costco or Home Depot. They're just, Fry Electronics is huge. And I try to stay out of there as much as possible because it's like, oh my God, you know, like the Gadget Professor. And anyway, so my wife knows where everything is, not because she's an electronic genius or she's a gadget lover. It's because she loves to get me out of that store as quickly as possible. So therefore, she's learned where everything is. So anyway, we walk into the store, and I got to tell you, man, I got 4 or 5 things that I needed, and she had a list. She picked up 3 or 4 things, and I was standing in line, and the person in front of me explained that the line, I was at the end of the line, not the beginning of the line, and it just zigzagged the entire store. And then we also found out after 40 minutes of waiting in line that their internet connection and their ability to take credit cards, that was all dead. I left, and that was the last Black Friday that I got juiced up to go to. That was it. That took the fun out of it for me. So like I say, if something's real good, I'll go out on Black Friday. If not, I'll wait till Cyber Monday, or I'll order it on the internet, which a lot of places are letting you do. So you want to go to bfads.net. This is the best site out there as far as I'm concerned for Black Friday stuff. There's a lot of places out there that have internet sites, but this one over the years has been the most reliable. And I'll just tell you right now, they have some cool things that are coming out. They have a Best Buy Black Friday ads. They have an Apple iPad 2, 16 gig for $300. They have an LG, which is a good brand TV, 1080p for 440. Let's call it $500 for a 55-inch LED HD TV. That's not a bad buy. They have a Samsung, which my favorite brand of television, folks, I've said it over and over again, is Samsung. Here's a 65-inch 1080p Samsung LED HD TV for $1,000. Excuse me, that is a phenomenal buy as far as I'm concerned. So there's some good things that are coming around the block, and you want to follow these Black Friday ads. And as I mentioned, some of these things you may be able to order on the internet the day of Black Friday itself, and save yourself the hassle of going to the store. Rolling right along here, there's a new player for video and audio out there, and people are familiar with Winamp. You're familiar with maybe the VLC player or the BS Pro player. Here's another one that's entered the market, and this is one of the best ones I've seen, quite frankly. CNET rates at 5 stars, and you don't see a 5-star rating all the time with CNET. That's very rare. This is called the Dompot Player. I didn't make up the name. I'm just reporting the news, folks. But Dompot Player. Thank you. It's probably not what you're thinking, whatever that is. I don't know what you're thinking. It is, in fact, a free video player We hear you say that there are so many video players. What sets this one apart? This one has built-in codecs. As a matter of fact, the codecs handle most every video we threw at it. Every video format played flawlessly. You don't have to install the codecs. They're already incorporated in this player. So I won't take up a lot of time. Little video that you could run and watch, but it will be in the show notes. And if you're looking for an all-around great player that plays everything you throw at it, including Blu-ray and DVD, supposedly, this is a free utility that you might want to check out and download. Now, this is a very kind of an interesting story to me, but I received an email from American Express, and I never usually read them because it's a bill. But I did read this one, and it says, "Welcome to American Express." And if you have an American Express card, there is a relatively new service that they're running, which is free if you sign up real quick. It's called ShopRunner. And this service, part of American Express, typically costs, I think, $79 or $80 for the year. Well, what does it do? Well, presenting a new benefit for American Express cards. You will get free 2-day shipping at 80+ online stores with complimentary ShopRunner membership when you enroll your eligible card. So essentially all you have to do, and this will be in the show notes, is you put your American Express credit card number, expiration date into this basically blank line, and it will tell you if your card is eligible. I haven't seen anybody, I've recommended this to 3 or 4 friends, all of them have had their cards eligible. So I think, quite frankly, any American Express card will work. And if it's not, it will tell you that, sorry, your card doesn't qualify. But mine qualified, and once you sign up, you make up a username and password, and you're in. So you have to shop at one of those. There's a little storefront that you can shop at. I'm going to click on stores here. And 99% of the stores I don't shop at, nor do I need anything. They have some drug stores. They have Neiman Marcus, Alloy, American Eagle, Ann Klein, AutoZone, Babies R Us. I'm not going to read them all, but there are a lot of them. So I'm going to kind of leave that story there. I will have where you could sign up. But here's the cool part of this thing. There's 2 stores that I do shop at. One is Tiger Direct, and one is Newegg. And they definitely charge for shipping. So if I am ordering anything from Tiger Direct, and there's no weight limit on this, or anything from Newegg, whatever the cost of the item is, I'd have to pay that plus shipping. But with this new service, it automatically knows if you put in your American Express number, you have to pay it with the American Express card, it automatically knows that you're part of the ShopRunner service, and you get 2-day free shipping. And if something is defective with the product, you get to return shipping free also. So you can't lose in this deal. It's totally free. It's an $80 value. I don't think many people know about it, and that's why the Gadget Professor is bringing it to you. So you'll check out the show notes, and if you have an American Distress card, you can pay with, as long as you pay with that, you will get that free 2-day shipping. It's a good deal. Now, I don't want to bash anybody. I hate even bashing when I do reviews. I hate bashing anybody. It's not my intent. My intent is really to inform my listening audience as to my opinion, whether something's good features, bad features, is it worth the money, things like that. But this one kind of just gets me. I needed a digital optical audio cable, which is typically called a SPDIF jack. That's what I call it, or a toss-link cable. And essentially what that is, if you're not familiar with it, it's just an audio cable, and instead of having a mechanical pin jack on it, like a 3.5 millimeter or a phone plug, it's basically a piece of fiber optic tubing. It could be any length you want, and the output and input is one and the same. And if you have any kind of digital receiver or television set, it's usually a little black, like a square dot, and if you lift it up carefully with the pencil point, you'll see this red light shining through it, and that's actually the optical audio signal. So it's digital, the quality's fantastic. So anytime I can use a digital, a toss-link cable, a digital output for audio connection, I will use it because it gives you the absolute best digital fidelity that you can get. So, long story short, I needed a cable somewhere between 8 feet and 10 feet. 12 feet would have been good too. I'd rather buy one a little bit bigger. There's no degradation of quality of sound if you have one this long or this short. It doesn't really matter. So I figured if I need an 8-foot, let's just get a 12-foot cable, and I won't be crying because I'm that much short. So I needed it. So Best Buy is fairly close to where I live, so it's common cable. So I went on their website just to see if they carry them, which they do. They're common cables. And here's one made by Rocketfish, 12-foot digital optical audio cable. Gives you the model number, the SKU number. It's in stock. This is compatible with most standard and high-definition components. Series digital, sends digital surround sound, audio signals through the Toslink digital audio SPDIF jack for precision, and has precision-made connectors. Yeah, that's exactly what I need. The price, $37.99. Let's call it 38 bucks. That seemed a little high to me. I mean, 38 bucks for a 12-foot cable, and these are all the same, man. It's not like Company A makes a better quality than Company B. They're all the same, really. I mean, for the most part, they're all the same. So I went to my fallback site, which I've mentioned a million times, 38 bucks for a 12-inch digital audio cable. Now I go to Monoprice. Okay, so I went to my fallback site, Monoprice, okay? So it's 38 bucks for this cable at Best Buy, and I can just go down and pick it up. It sounded a little high. So I go back to Monoprice, I Google it, and I go into Monoprice, I put optical cable in. Here's a 12-inch Toslink cable, 140 reviews, 5 stars. You ready for this? $2.79. $2.79 versus 38 bucks? You gotta be kidding me. And if I buy quantities, which I don't need, if I bought 2 to 9 of them, the price even drops down to $2.68 a cable. I didn't need it that bad. 38 bucks versus $2.79. Yeah, I got to pay $1 shipping. I don't care. And Monopricing is fast, man. They just send that to you. So I ordered the cable on Monday, and Wednesday morning, ding dong, there's my cable. That's a big difference. Now, I'm not bashing Best Buy. They got enough problems as it is, and you can see how the internet's murdering their business. But, I mean, I don't mind someone making a profit, but $2.79 versus 38 bucks, you got to be kidding me. So the moral of the story is, if you want cables before you buy them, you check out Monopricing, because you're going to save yourself a lot of money, and you'll be glad that you listened to the Gadget Professor. Now, for the gadget of the day, if we can take a quick close-up of camera 2. This is the gadget of the day, folks, and oddly enough, it came from Monopricing. And I know you think it's a radar detector, but it's not. It's not. This is a pretty cool device. What this is it's a 3-in-1 LED light hand warmer and a battery backup. Now, what you see here are these 2 aluminum plates. There's one here and there's one here. These actually heat up and will keep your hand nice and toasty. And you have a little cloth bag that you slip this in. So that's one thing it does. It will be a great hand warmer for you. And there's two settings, warm and real warm. And as I understand it, it gets real warm. And also, if you'll look here, you will see that there are 4 lights, and they are high-powered LED lights. You can see the 4 of them there. And this will light up, give you 2, 3, 4 lights. It will also flash if you have an emergency type of thing. So there's your 4 LED lights. And also, on the back here, which is also very cool, here is an input, and you get this charging jack. So you actually stick this jack in there like so, and you put this in your computer or any USB charger, and it will charge this puppy up. And then if you need to charge your cell phone or something else, you can come out of this device, and it now becomes a charger. So it will give you a charge on your cell phone or whatever else. So it does 3 things. It will be a hand warmer on each side. It will be a power supply if you need power, and it will also be a flashlight, and it has a very nice charging indicating system here. And essentially what this is as you're charging this power pack inside here, it shows you the degree of the charge. So it's a very cool device in that sense. And here it is on Monopricing, and it's $22.02. 3-in-1 light, hand warmer, battery backup for iPhone, iPod, and other USB devices. It has a 2500 milliamp charging battery in this, so that's pretty decent. It will certainly charge your cell phone to make some more calls for sure. No restocking fee, 30-day money-back guarantee, 100% satisfaction. Its average satisfaction rating was 87.92%. I read the reviews. This is a fantastic item in my cold office. That was a great review. Works great for travel. Takes the place of several items. Great for the glove compartment. Great product. I have one. I have Raynaud's disease, and it literally saves my life in cold weather because it gets really hot. What a great little device. The wife loved it. No more cold hands and dead phone. It ships fast. So, got great reviews. The reason I can't plug it in and the reason I can't show you the lights or anything else, because it doesn't work. I got it, and totally dead. It won't take a charge. If it won't take a charge, the lights won't light up, the hand warmer won't warm up, it will do nothing. And I charged it overnight. I tried different chargers. Folks, it was DOA, dead on arrival. So I can't tell you if it works or if it doesn't work, but from reading everything, they say, yeah, it works great. I don't know what to say. So I have to return it. And here's where not the trouble, but pain in the neck came through. I actually purchased this when it was on sale, and I saved like $4. I thought it'd be an interesting gadget, something different for a change. And I bought it from this company called Rakuten. And I've bought a lot of stuff from them over the years. They're very good. And when I called Monoprice back on the phone, because that's what it says right on this, Monoprice, it's clear enough, it's marked. It came from Monoprice, and I'm assuming that this Rakuten just wholesaled them out or there's some connection between Monoprice. I don't know. I've used both companies, both Monoprice and Rakuten. They're both excellent companies. So when I called Monoprice and gave my order number, they said that's not their ordering number system. Where did I buy it? And I said I bought it at Rakuten. So I called these guys back at Rakuten, and they said, what's the problem? And I gave them my account number, and they said, okay, yeah, you bought it. What's the problem? I said, it's dead. It's totally dead. And they said, well, did you call Monoprice? And I said, oh, here we go. I said, yes, I called Monoprice. They said to call you, which I did. So they couldn't have been any nicer. They instantly sent me an email with an RMA and obviously a printout for UPS for free shipping back. So I've got 30 days to actually put this back in its package with its little charging cord and of course the box. It did come with excellent instructions. So I will pack all this stuff back up and send it back to the folks at Monoprice. And I did not order another one because my review is done. It didn't work, and I can't tell you whether it's good, bad, or otherwise, but I got to tell you, judging from all the reviews, it probably works quite well. It looks like a handy unit, at least to keep charged up and in your car. It's always good to have a light. It's always good to keep your hands warm if you're back east in the Boston area. It's freezing there, and when you watch the New England Patriots, you want to stay warm if you're at the game, and this would help you. So if you want to take a chance, you got 30 days to refund it. The company's great. They don't hassle you, and if you need an object or a gadget, this might be a neat present for someone, or you may enjoy it yourself. So that will wrap it up today for the Gadget Professor. I'm glad we're back in the studio, and hopefully we'll get this place even more cleaned up by next week. I hope you enjoyed the show. We'll see everybody next week. Thanks for tuning in.
The Gadget Professor is produced by Don Baine, Multimedia Communications, LLC. If you would like your product reviewed on The Gadget Professor or would like to appear on The Gadget Professor, contact us via email at thegadgetprofessor@gmail.com. The opinions expressed on the program by the host, guests, call-in listeners, or chatters are solely the opinions of the original source who expressed them And thank you for watching The Gadget Professor.